The UN General Assembly has approved a resolution on the status of human rights in Iran. The measure, which criticizes alleged human rights violations in the country, was sponsored by Canada. The resolution was approved by a vote of 86 to 36 after gaining a similar vote count in the Assembly's third committee in November. Iran had previously slammed the move, calling it politically motivated. Tehran had accused Canada of turning bilateral disputes into claims against Iran. It says Canada violates the rights of its indigenous people and minorities. Ottawa's mistreatment of its First Nation people or Aboriginals has drawn condemnation from international bodies such as the UN in recent years. Our correspondent in Calgary says Canada's recent measures against Iran at the UN General Assembly are aimed at pleasing Israel. Joshua Blakeney says Ottawa is also trying to deflect attention away from its own human rights record.
Well, unfortunately for the people of Iran, they have to put up with this kind of nonsense of Canada's foreign minister going to the United Nations and making unfounded claims against the Iranian government with the twofold intention of pleasing the Zionist puppet masters in this country and concurrently deflecting attention from Canada's egregious human rights violations. This comes just months after Human Rights Watch published a damning report containing allegations made by Aboriginal women that the Canadian police had been taking them to basements and raping them, sodomizing them, those Aboriginal females alleged. That Human Rights Watch report documented 194 instances of the Canadian police using firearms on Aboriginal youth, and one instance of the police allowing a dog to ravage an Aboriginal child. Canada's government is also cracking down on free speech.
Iranian president's proposal for a global campaign against violence and extremism has been approved by the United Nations. Iran's UN ambassador Mohammad Khazai said the UN General Assembly approved unanimously the draft resolution put forth by Iran for, quote, a world against violence and extremism known as WAVE.